Hello everyone, my name is Philip Bateman. I was assigned to do residential real estate. I'm excited about that because homes, flipping houses, that's something I'm actually really interested in. When I hear residential real estate, I think about these flip, fixer-upper kind of shows where people take an old home, restore it, and sell it for a profit. In the future, I think that'd be something I'm really interested in. I just think the housing market is a pretty wise investment, and I feel like with a little bit of effort and knowledge with the business, you can really make a good profit on it. So from what I was able to find, residential real estate is a type of property containing either a single family or multifamily structure that is available for occupation for non-business purposes. So these are homes, apartments, places where people live. On the picture here on this slide, this is actually from my front yard. You can't really see the house, but one thing interesting that I also saw is it talked about the natural resources of the land. I know that might be a little bit commercial, but I know people around the area where I live, their homes, they might have a little bit of water or like a river or lake or something. That doesn't necessarily mean that they have the right to access that water. So that's kind of interesting with residential real estate is rules and regulations with water rights and what you can do on your property or not, where you live. That's something I'd kind of like to learn more about. So residential real estate is simply the land and the improvements on it. So there's the buildings, the apartments, or whatever it may be. The lease, the people who are holding the lease, that might be their personal estate, but the real estate is to one who actually owns it. So from 2008, homes they're on the rise right now. One thing that we can see that can kind of show how the housing market is being better is the progress reported by Home Depot and Lowe's. From their last few reports, they show increases, so that means people are investing more in their homes and home improvement. First-time buyers, there's a lot more, so that means that it's easier to sell. There's more people out there looking for homes. And one thing interesting about this is there a possibility of a recession? From the research I've done, the experts, they don't really think so. Since the last recession was kind of caused by this home crash, they don't think it will be the cause for the next one. So right now is actually a pretty good time to get involved. I have a picture right here of a home in Spokane, Washington, where I'm from. I just put in the bathroom, how many rooms I wanted, only $175,000. I know it might not be the nicest home, but it's probably not that bad for a first-time home buyer. So kind of depending on the area where you live, that's the house you can get. But with homes being on the rise, they're still affordable for people. The average home price in the U.S. is between $223,000 to $240,000. In that last slide, the Spokane home is only $175,000, but I know my brothers in Oregon, they're spending over $300,000 plus. So it just depends on the area where you live. More homes are being occupied. Also, it talked here about the high mortgage rates, how they might catch up to people, but that's not for another year to 2 years. 2016 to 2017, the home prices are rising, but that's still okay because 62% of homes are still affordable in the U.S. People are still able to afford these places. So why do I really care? Residential real estate is really cool to me because people will always need a place to live, and it depends on the person and their lifestyle. If you have a family, you're going to want to buy a home. If you're single, you might just want an apartment. And one reason I'm really interested in this is because of my dad's farm. He has quite a few acres. I think it would be really interesting to cut that up into individual lots, build homes on it. So residential real estate, it's really cool. I think it's a good investment. And with how the market is performing, right now is not a bad time to get a house or potentially buy and flip.